Super Bowl 50. We're moving to the second half now. That's why we got the Super Bowl hat on. Dan Marino up there. We'll go right to the. We've been showing highlights. Quickly, since Carolina has the ball first, let's go over Carolina when they're on offense. They had the ball 8 times in the first half. In that 8 times, they had three and outs. Drive over within in 3 plays. They had the play right. They had the drive right before the half where they had very slow. I showed you how that they wasted time there. Could have cost them 3 points of getting into field goal range. That's a 4th drive. 2 turnovers, 2 costly turnovers. Of course, the sack, touchdown by Miller, and the fumble by Tolbert. Then they had this strange drive where they got a first down, moved along, and the drive ended. Talib had a personal foul for taunting. They got the ball again. They said it means that they didn't have to give up the ball. They got lucky there, Carolina, to get the ball. They were out within another few plays, so even with the given a second chance, didn't turn it into points. And on one other drive, they got the touchdown. They got a nice 73-yard drive. Well done. Looked like the Carolina that we've seen all year that scored over 30 points a game. So that's a weak offensive performance for the first half, and give Denver credit. As a matter of fact, I'd give Denver enough credit that I agree with what Phil Simms says. Let's go to the action here and listen to what Phil Simms this is towards the end of the first half.
Now down to
11 seconds left.
At halftime, they're going to have to find some new formations, some new thoughts to help these wide receivers get open down the field. It's not like when you watch Carolina play, they're not a rhythm throwing offense. In other words, he's not going to catch and throw a bunch of short passes. Usually, he holds on to the football like we've seen here in the first half, gives receivers plenty of time to get open, and not doing it here in this game so far.
Okay, so I agree with everything he said there. He said they're going to have to change some formation. Now, they have to change a little bit. Now, you don't usually change out of your identity. What got you there is what you go with. That's nice. What did get Carolina there? Okay, they did get big plays. There are times he holds on to the ball a lot, Cam, and because he holds on to it, and he's a big guy, and he can move around kind of like Ben Roethlisberger in the pocket, create time through moving around, taking a shot here and a shot there. And that's why they were allowed to sack. Carolina was sacked 42 times during the season. So they do get sacked a lot. That's probably because Cam holds on to the ball a lot, trying to extend plays. Okay, so leave back extra protection. Cam, why don't you move around more? Cam wasn't moving around trying to, if the play breaks down, Cam's got to get to the outside more. The few times that he ran in this game, it worked. And Phil's right that they're not going to switch and all of a sudden go to a rhythm. Let's throw 8 yards here, 6 yards here, 7 yards here. So when I'm saying they should switch off, when Phil says they should switch the game plan, it means they got to do something a little bit to get receivers open. But we know that they're not going to go to, and they don't often go to 8-yard pass, 6-yard pass. They could do that. They could go Olsen for 7, and then a wide receiver screen, a bubble screen here for 5, and then another 9 on a down and out. They like to hit the big play. Now that in this game that hurt them. They want to hit the big play, but the pass rush was too good by Denver to hit the big play, or to try to rely on the fact that you're going to hit a big play. Don't abandon the running game. As a matter of fact, there should have been runs. There's got to be, I had mentioned this already, at some point on one production, I don't know where, I'm at so many productions. Who can keep track of all this? At some point I said they didn't do the type of runs that makes the pass rush have to honor that run. Don't just say, well, it wasn't working, run wasn't working, so Von Miller can just go right for the quarterback. Ware can go right for the quarterback. There are definitely enough options that they have. Cam running left, Cam running middle, Cam running right, Stewart running both ways. The jet sweep as the receiver comes around. There's definitely enough that Denver has to you should be able to keep Miller and Ware and the pass rush worrying about the run. Okay, let's go to second half action. Oh, so I agree with Sims, but I don't agree. Now listen to what Coach Riverboat Ron said as he came off the field. Let me pause before I get there.
Their pressure obviously had a huge impact on that first half, that final play there. How do you change that?
How do you change that pressure?
Well, what happened right there was because of the situation more than anything else. But changing what's going to happen in the second half is we just can't turn the ball over. We got chances to make plays. We got to make plays.
You get the ball to start the second half. What do you think this second half in this game will come down to?
Well, really, I think it's going to end up with the team that has the ball last.
We'll send it back to Jim. Thanks.
Okay, you heard Riverboat Ron there. He said, oh, no, that sack just had to do with the situation because, it was the end of the first half. We were rushing and, we're looking for something to get down at the field goal range. He's poo-pooing the fact that they got sacked 4 times in that half. He says, oh, no, we just have to worry about the turnovers. Yeah, but you know how the turnover happened? Because he got sacked. And he got blindsided. I don't know, he got blindsided from, not even from the normal way that a quarterback usually gets blindsided from his back. He got blindsided from his throwing side. And so Ron is wrong. I agree more with Phil Sims. You do have to change the game plan a little bit there. We just have to worry about turnovers. Yeah, you know how you'll limit the turnovers? By changing a little bit, not relying on the big play. Leave back a little bit more protection. Take a little hit at Von Miller as he comes around. Chip him as you go out. Or design runs, again, the running game in such a way that Von and Marcus Ware get slowed down, having to worry about the run. Okay, we'll pick up second half action right now. Second half action. First play from the 20. Again, that's not the type of run that we're talking about there. That doesn't even have the option of Cam running there, it didn't look like.
7 carries for 7 yards.
7 carries, 7 yards for Stewart.
Here are the numbers.
Here's your first half stats. 82 rush yards for Carolina. As I mentioned, a lot of that was Cam. Not much. Only 7 yards from Stewart. Denver's not doing much there. A little bit more yards for Carolina, probably because they had the ball that one more time towards the end of the half where they came down a little bit. 2-minute drill. The key number there, 2 turnovers, one of them resulting in 7 points directly. Now watch this play.
The speed of Denver's defense.
Now he's got some time there.
Overwhelming Cam Newton.
Here's 2nd and 10. And down the middle, he's got Kim, he's got speed. And he is out of bounds.
That's a 45-yard run. Now, again, this is the type of play I would not rely on. That would not work. Here it worked. And again, Carolina is a very cocky team. I mean, we'll stick with them, wait for that big play. And you can't blame them. Here they hit one for 4. Here they hit one for 45. But this is what I hate about Ted Ginn. Now, there's a famous joke about him. He's the fastest guy in the field, and he's the fastest guy to run out of bounds. So after he makes the play, he's got by that man. Now look at that situation. That's the fastest guy maybe in football. Now, I'm not saying he should outrun. That's my finger, by the way. I'm not saying he should outrun him. But that's the only man he's got to beat for a touchdown. He's already behind the play. If he can beat him or break a tackle from him, it's a touchdown. It's very tough when you're running full speed like Ginn is to make that tackle. So force him to make that tackle, and if he misses it, he so happens to miss it, you got a touchdown. Let's see what Teddy gets. He's gonna again. He's by this guy. Make a cut up the field at some point. Over here again, go up. If he might miss the tackle, you know that. Now, if he does make a tackle, I know you do have to get your pants dirty, Teddy Ginn. You're trying to get your pants dirty, for crying out loud. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm just gonna run. Look at it. Goodbye, I'm out of. I'll see you. What was that? What a wimp. All right, that's been. I remember when he was a kick receiver for the Miami Dolphins early in his career, and until his whole Miami career here, he one time he would return for a touch, everybody go crazy. Great kick returner, great punt returner. Then he'd spend another month just taking it and running, ducking out of bounds as soon as the contact was near.
Out of bounds.
And you'll see another problem with Teddy Ginn. Now how am I going to complain? He had an unbelievable year. He's got a bunch of touchdowns in this season, and he's going to have 4 catches with it right here. And You'll see why I complain about his catching ability. Besides the fact that he ducks out of bounds like, yeah, look at this.
Himself and really throw a strike right down the middle of the field.
Again, who played and has ended up tackling him, pushing him out of bounds.
Push him out of bounds. He ran out of bounds.
Two tight ends.
Oh, no, they were talking about the fact he was the last guy to touch it in Super Bowl 47. More pressure. See that? They're trying for another big play. That one he's got to get rid
He
of.
was out of the pocket. Not sure that pass got to the line of scrimmage.
It was right across the marker, it looked like. But
Okay, let's keep it moving. Pressure again.
that's what they need to do. Get a tight end or running back in there to help this offensive line out.
Tight end or running back to help this running. That's what Phil Simms said. 10-yard run, except at the end, that guy got pushed over. 15-yard personal foul. Now, each team has had a couple of personal fouls, 15. Talib had one in the first half, and Denver had another one somewhere. They had two. But Carolina here has one that's after the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10, but 15 yards back from where that run just happened. So they just lost 15 yards.
But it's a first down. It's a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Running game up the middle, just not doing it. Just not getting it
The
done.
regular CIBs add to help the players in this situation.
2nd and 9.
I see that. I said Ted is going to be doing something. That was a quicker drop. Quick slant over the middle.
He's to the 20.
Then's got that with a first down.
When at the line of scrimmage, he was on him at that speed.
Here comes one of the big plays of the game. He's coming on. I don't know if it's this one. Is this the one? One of the big plays of the game?
Not just catching the football.
Isn't it amazing that the time I said Cam should run it more, the one time they chose to go, they went up the middle, and I think if he hands it off there, I think that would have worked. All right, that didn't work.
Thanks a lot. They just followed their
2nd and 11.
Games by 7 points or less.
Oh yeah, that was that type of fake. That fake actually worked there. I don't know, either that or what how many Russian have? 5. There is a little bit of a blitz, 5 rush, but good protection. Let's just call it good protection by Carolina. Time, biggest. This is, I feel, one of the big plays of the game. Mentioned one of the many drops by Carolina, and it's Kotchery again down at the sideline, right in his hand, drop. But it's actually knocked out of his hand by Von Miller. Von Miller's running back to cover him there. So you got a good matchup. This is Von Miller against a wide receiver. You'll see. He does knock it out there, Von Miller. Watch the hand. Watch him reach in with the hand. But again, Kotchery's got to hold that. 3rd and 11.
From the 26.
He's got time for a little bit. And then nobody open, threw it away. Okay, field goal.
It's going to bring on.
The field goal, I mean, they were about to call hold. They said, no, there was no holding on the play. For some reason, they took away the holding. I don't know what the holding would have been. 44-yard attempt.
44 yards.
Boom! Bang, clanked off the upright.
Bounces away, no good.
3 more points, not on the board after a drop that would have been a touchdown. They don't even get the 3. Clank.
Broncos will take over at the 30.
I do want to show the.
Graham Gano's kick.
I do want to show I think they show it right here. Now, all of the. If you watch sound effects, all of the Carolina team was yelling that he was offside, that Talib was offside. Now, he had been offside on the extra point, and I said that when he was offside on the extra point, they should have gone for 2. You move it up to the 1-yard line, you get to go for 2. They can't stop Cam Newton over the top or Stewart over the top, so why not take the 8 points instead of 7, take an extra point. But here Talib jumps, but you'll see he is not offside. They are correct. The referee...
the Panthers.
See that? Talib got up. Saw that? I freeze it right at the right time because he's already snapped it. That ball's already being snapped. And at this point, Talib is not offside. He does jump up before the snap, but doesn't pass the line before the snap. So, correct call there. No offside. The 2 times everybody's complaining that the refs made a mistake on the Kotchery, they should have reversed it. No, the Kotchery ball hit the ground, and it was not clear whether or not he lost control, so play has to go as, it stands as called. And here they were complaining that they missed staying offside. Referees got both of those right. They did miss 2 Von Miller penalties. One when he hit Cam during the sack, and you'll see one later when he does the other sack. You'll see. We'll get there. Didn't realize it was a 15-minute. We're going to try it anyway. Bye-bye.